loves, it's Belinda, Selene, and welcome back to my channel. So I just came back from Vegas a few days ago and my house is a disaster. Like, there's just stuff everywhere, and it's not so much that I have to like mop or disinfect or wipe things down because I did that right before I left, but it is mostly things that are just scattered around everywhere. Like, my glam room is a total disaster. I have like the luggages that are unpacked and I had to dig through things to get other things out, so there's just stuff laying all over. This is what we have to work with. So I was trying to find something in my luggage and I couldn't find it in the one that I checked in. So I looked at my carry-on and just look at this mess. And these are the things that I brought back with me. This is some swag that I got from the conference. So that is so cute. I love the pink bag that they chose this year. And let's move on over to the laundry room, which does not look that bad, but I have to pick that up. And then also I have like tennis shoes and just some random clothes on top of here. Like, that looks so messy to me, and just like the hangers over there look so messy, so I just kind of want to organize it a little bit better. And let's head on over to our bedroom, where it's another mess. I don't know how it got this bad, but I feel like the bed not being made this morning made a huge impact on the rest of the room. I feel like cleaning right this second. Like, I can't even look at it. It's driving me insane. This is garbage. This goes in the bathroom. I can't. It was raining this morning, and then all of a sudden the sun decided to come up. So it's now such a beautiful sunny day. There's just some random stuff all over the place. You see, stuff on counters drives me bananas. I just came back from Target, so I have all these things out here, but let me show you guys what I found. So Ashley is going to get married next year, and we're starting to get all the stuff together for like her bridal shower and her bachelorette, and like her asking the bridesmaids. She still hasn't asked all the bridesmaids because she wanted to surprise some of them, but she officially made me maid of honor, which makes me so excited. She told me this like a while ago. So I got these hats, and how cute would it be for a picture of her and I? And I would have gotten the bridesmaids one, but they didn't have enough. And I was so bummed out. So I'm gonna wait to go to another Target so I can find the ones that say Bride Tribe and see if we can all get a hat. I also found these at the Target dollar spot. These are $3, but look how cute these are. It says bridesmaid and it's pink, and then the one that Ashley's going to have says bride on there. So I picked all of these up. Today I spent the morning running errands, getting groceries, and also getting some stuff for the house. So it got a little messy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and clear the countertops and also the table. I also received a couple of PR packages and I opened them up. I'm super excited about some of them. So now I'm gonna go ahead and quickly just wipe down the table since I do want to get dinner started soon. And I'm using the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface cleaner, and this is in the scent Peony. It smells pretty good. I recommended that one, and the basil are my absolute favorite, but I have to stop getting basil because I feel like I always use it and I wanted to try something new. Something that I try to do on a daily basis is to go through our mail. I feel like that's super important because otherwise, if you leave it in a pile somewhere, it just starts to create a big mess. And from there is a snowball effect. You just create other mess around it. So instead, I'll just go ahead and go through it and right away get rid of anything that we're not going to use, any junk mail or coupons that we don't need. Then I'll go ahead and file some things in certain areas so that I know that Ricardo needs to look at it too. And then things that just need to be paid off, I'll put in our office. And then if it's just an important document that we need to keep track of, I'll leave it in my filing cabinet. And I have a video of our office if you guys are interested. That's where I'm heading in right now, of how I file everything and where I store things at. And I'm just quickly gonna go ahead and clean the counters so that I can get dinner started. Woof, I got really hot really quick moving around because that sweater is kind of thick. I opened up the windows thinking it was cooler outside than in here, and it's 76 degrees outside. Did not realize that, and now it's warm in this house. So I'm like, you know what, let me change really quick. Today is Wednesday, so on Wednesdays we wear pink, and I'm just sipping on some cold water. I put some ice, and look how cute this is. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I made it with my Cricut machine, so I just made the decals, and then on the back is a castle and it has my name on it. It's so cute. I love it. People are mowing their lawns. People are excited that it's really nice outside. Ricardo's going to be home in about maybe half an hour, so that gives me just enough time to get started for dinner. And I wasn't sure what to cook, but today we have HelloFresh. It came in on Monday and we used one yesterday, so today we're going to be using another one. And today's video is sponsored by HelloFresh. I have been subscribed to them since over a year ago in November, and I absolutely love the convenience of having them shipped to my house. Everything that is inside of this bag is already pre-measured exactly to what the recipe needs, so that way you're not wasting any food and you know what proportions to use. So I really like that. It's just super convenient. I like that this recipe is a little bit more simple too, so that way I can get it done fast and continue doing whatever I have to do. So we have that aside, and let's get started. One of the main reasons why I subscribed to them was because I was so tired of making the same 10 recipes that I know myself, and I was just getting bored with my own food. So I was like, I need some new recipes, and I also wanted to incorporate some vegetables into our meals because I just felt like I didn't really know how to cook specific vegetables or like how to get a variety. So that way I was able to subscribe to HelloFresh and then also get the benefits of like having fresh ingredients, having vegetables, and just learning more recipes. So I really like that. You guys can also choose from different types of meals that you like. They have a classic meal, they have family-friendly meals, and they also have veggie meals. And depending on what your preference is, you can choose from one of those three. You can also skip weeks if you'd like. Whenever we travel, I like to skip that week. That way I don't have a box go to waste. HelloFresh is now from $6.99 per serving, and you guys can get 8 free meals, which is 2 free meals in your first 4 boxes by going to HelloFresh.com and using my coupon code Belinda80 for a total of $80 off. And this came out pretty tasty, especially the glaze that's on top. I was able to make that myself. There wasn't much to clean after preparing that meal because I was cleaning as I was going, and all I have to do now is just unload the dishwasher and then hand wash whatever dishes I used to make the meal, which wasn't very much, so that was good. So that way I can also head on upstairs because I've noticed that the daylight has been out a lot longer now, so I'm losing track of time, and I thought I still had like the entire day to clean, and I was like, wait a second, it's like later at night. I didn't even realize that. Instead of sweeping our floors, I noticed that the Dyson vacuum actually helps pick out a lot more things now, and I just love the convenience that it's cordless. So what I'm gonna do first, it's just beat out this rug outside so that the majority of the dirt that comes in through the door is already out, and then I'll go ahead and I'll vacuum it while it's outside, and then I'll vacuum our floors inside. So let me know if you guys do that too. I've always done it. I saw my mom do it when I was young, and I was like, yeah, that makes so much sense. That way there isn't that much dirt like inside the vacuum. I just take out the rugs that are inside. So I just went ahead and I did that, and I noticed that sweeping is not as efficient as trying to vacuum your floors with a vacuum, because I just feel like you pick up so much more, especially because we have dogs and they are constantly going in and out the house, so they do drag in some grass, some dirt. So it's nice that I have this and I use it on a daily basis. It just makes my life so much easier, and I've been wanting to get the other one because I feel like this one doesn't have as much battery life as the new ones would, because I believe this was like the very first of its kind, but I just like that it was pink and it was on sale when I got it. So I might upgrade, not sure yet, but so far it's doing a pretty good job.
in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me. Oh, now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake now, you keep missing out for sure.
Here on the right side corner, there's just a little pile that I like to make. Whenever I'm cleaning downstairs, I'll make piles so I don't go up and down the stairs like 20 times. I'll just put everything in one side, and then when I'm ready to go upstairs, I'll bring it up. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and empty the vacuum, and I just can't believe every single time I'm like, really, that much dust accumulates throughout the day? Like, that's kind of crazy, on the carpets and everything. All right, heading upstairs now, and I'm just going to tidy up our laundry room. It starts getting little piles here and there, but I try not to let it go any further than just like a couple of days, because then it's just drives me nuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean it out, and then also put in a load while I'm cleaning the rest of the house. A lot of dust bunnies like to make their way over here in the laundry room, and I'm pretty sure it's because of the lint that comes out of the dryer. So I like to keep up with this as well, because this is where our dogs stay when we are not home. And even though they don't shed very much, their breed doesn't shed as much as other dogs, it's still hair because this is their little home. Lately, something that I have been loving is listening to books on Audible, or listening to podcasts, or at least putting on a YouTube video while I'm doing something, so I could be super productive and learn something more about like either my business or social media strategies, or just like different things. I love constantly learning. Lately, I have been listening to a lot of finance podcasts, and I feel like they have helped us out tremendously. Listening to Dave Ramsey's podcast, I feel like it just motivates me to keep up with our finances, and we've been able to pay some of our debt off, which is really awesome, and it just feels really good and just makes you want to invest in the right things and just be really smart with budgeting and your finances. Alright, switching on over to the glam room, which was a huge mess. This is the thing that I love to do at the very end, because I'm like, this is so tedious, and it's just, I didn't even know where to start to begin with. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and start making piles of like dirty clothes on one side, piles of like clothes that I overpacked and I didn't use and that are clean on the other side, and then also just like putting things in different categories, so that way I can make one trip whenever I got up and put things away. Also just throwing things that were not necessarily, like a bunch of old receipts and like my boarding pass and just random stuff. So I think the best way to tackle a mess like this is to just put things in different piles and as different categories, and it just helps out a lot. So all those were dirty. I went to a laundry room, put those away. Then we had like all of my hair tools and stuff that goes inside of other rooms, and I was like, I'll just get up once, put it all away, and then come back to the room. If you guys have been watching my Clean With Me videos, you guys will often hear me talk about the book that I read about a year ago, and it is The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up with Marie Kondo, and she has a Netflix show. And one thing that I really took from her show was displaying all of your things out. So if you guys can see, the bookshelves behind me have like all of my shoes and all of my purses on display, and when it comes to packing and unpacking, it has helped me a lot. I love that I could see where everything is at, and it just makes things a lot easier and less cluttered. and it looks like I need to do another makeup declutter. I just get so much PR packages from different brands since I am constantly working with different brands, or sometimes they just send you their new collection because you are an influencer. So that is kind of hard to keep up with and not keep getting more of, but I love to share them with you guys. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, I do giveaways and I'll do them randomly and you guys can win some free makeup. So make sure to follow me on there. I'm thinking of doing another one soon since I've been getting a lot of things lately. Every single time that I wear this perfume, I get so many compliments from literally anybody who comes in close contact with me. Even if I'm just like walking down the aisle at the grocery store, like people stop me and ask me what I'm wearing, and I can never smell it on myself. I just don't understand. It's such a soft, sweet smell, and it just smells so good. So this is the Chance by Chanel. If you guys are looking for a perfume that's really soft and feminine, get this one right here. It smells amazing. Yay, I got just about everything done that I wanted to clean, and now since I do have a little bit more time at night, I decided to go ahead and clean my makeup brushes. I've been wanting to do this and it's been on my to-do list, but I was like, I will, one day I will. But because of the rest of my glam room was not clean, I thought it would be so much easier for me to clean my glam room and then I will get to my brushes. So I made it a priority this time, and I made sure that as soon as I was done and I was feeling motivated from cleaning, that I will go ahead and do a deep cleaning on my makeup brushes, because I'll clean them pretty often with just a spray and a tissue paper, but this needs to be done at least like once every other month or so, where you have to do like a deep cleaning with some kind of makeup brush cleanser and water to make sure that everything gets out. The one that I'm using is from Sigma and I really like it. They sent it to me in a package and I've been using it ever since, and I really do enjoy it. And the pink mat that is inside the sink, which is helping me scrub the brushes and clean them, is also from Sigma. It just helps because you're not constantly having to wet your hands and scrub them with the palm of your hand, and it just makes things so much easier. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a big thumbs up because that means that you sat through this whole video. And if you want to stick around, please hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you guys know when I upload a new video. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Muchos besos. Mwah.